crusaders spew their hate. Lies unfold before our ears. Podcast rage to calm our fears. Reclaim gaming in DragonCast. Fire breathing wine, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest eye of face the score. Truth burns with a psychotic roar. Corrupt suits sneer what they despise. DragonCast will open your eyes. Integrity found in DragonCast. Fire breathing metal, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. DragonCast. Of justice cut through the dark. Lavistro's roar ignites the spark. A dragon's heart fiercely defends the gaming world. Our passion ascends. This is DragonCast. DragonCast.
Hello, everybody. How we doing today? It's a beautiful Thursday morning, almost noonish for some of y'all. And we're going to have WarHammer Skulls coverage. Before we do the coverage, I want to invite people into the chat. And Common Nerd's running a little late. He's supposed to be here, but he's got a big family, you know, so he's running a little late. But we do have Valkyria Winter. Hello, Val.
Hello.
Thanks for coming again. And we also got Vet Gamer Boshifus. And yeah, he's still having some mic problems. But while we're waiting, we're going to go ahead and say hello to the chat. We got War Maniac, Valkyria Winner. So yeah, we're hoping to have an interesting time here.
Sorry, we are professionals here.
They're the most professional professionals. We're never late. We're precisely when we need to. We don't have audio issues. It works precisely when we want them to.
Exactly.
So, Val, have you ever watched a WarHammer Skulls showcase before?
No, probably because I'll be sleeping this early the time.
You never caught a replay?
No, because back in the day when I was playing tabletop, I probably would have. But because I've stopped playing it for like years, and the only thing I do is just like games and stuff like that. I don't think they had too many of these, but I'm not 100% sure.
You're still coming a little low. I can hear the music over you.
Yeah, music's pretty just loud.
Yeah. So, well, what about you, Bo? Have you ever watched one of these showcases before? Well, you frozen?
I think he might be.
We can't hear you, but you might. It looks like you might be frozen. You look like a still life portrait right now. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Bo has been canceled from the podcast. Goodbye, Bo. Don't come back. No, he's probably gonna fix some things. Yeah, that's the thing. I found out if I do CST, people miss my shows. But when I put CST and EST, people show up. But it's so confusing as all get out.
Yeah, I think that music is pretty loud.
Yeah, I lowered it halfway. I'm gonna lower it a little bit more. I watched the audio will be loud as fuck, or low as fuck. I'll be like, God damn it! But yes, if you're watching and catching the stream right now, please share, like, and subscribe. Here Winner is not a content creator. He's actually one of my viewers who's big on 40K, and then we'll have the Common Nerd as well, who's also big on 40K. You'll probably see DragonCast from 3 weeks ago, where we talked about 40K, and yeah, he's here again to showcase, and he'll probably go back to sleep afterwards.
Putting in the time, maybe not.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you coming by, Val.
No,
didn't have to, but it's.
Oh no, it's all good. I enjoy it. Last time was actually pretty good with them Common Nerd, so yeah, back again. Enjoying one of the things I enjoy the most is definitely 40K stuff. Love the lore, everything.
Well, if you ever want to be the 40K guy for DragonCast, I can arrange that. But you said you got the top screen, so I don't push it.
Yeah, well, we can always discuss that afterwards if you want.
Yeah. If you gotta sleep, you gotta sleep. We could always talk about whenever. But
no, like I said, I'll probably be up after this anyway. No, I had a nap beforehand as well, like a couple hours or so, but I got plenty of coffee, mate.
oh yeah, I understand. I don't get a regular sleep schedule with my insomnia, so when I'm up, I'm up. There he is again. Let's try this again. 500 times the charm. So, Dash works, and I thought Bo would be working too, because he sometimes works at the radio.
Yep.
Well, I didn't send them the invite until today.
Test, test,
sorry,
1,
guys.
2, 3. Test, test, 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Hey.
All right.
We can hear you now.
Technical issues. Uh-oh.
Technology is wonderful.
Common Nerds. Actually, when you decided you were going to come in here, I was going to say the update today. But I'll just say it now. The Speed Freaks update is, unless you have early access, you have to pay for it now. Starting today, literally. I was going to make a video on it, but I figured I'd just do it today. Yofomega, hello. And again, chat, do me a special favor and share this stream out. And on your X's, your Facebooks, wherever. It's your Discord servers that lets you share videos. You know, spread the love. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Valkyrie Winter is one of our 40K viewers. And Bo, I forget to ask, were you a 40K fan?
Well, yes. And I never really did the tabletop 40K. I did Warhammer Fantasy. I had, enough to field a 4,000 point army with Empire.
Yeah, that's another thing, completely different. 40K and Warhammer are definitely two different things, but both is still pretty good as well.
I played a shooter army, Empire shooter army, and there was pros and cons. If the dice rolled in your favor, you'd set up your cannons, your mortar, your steam tank, and all that stuff. And if you had good dice, you could decimate the other army before they even got to the halfway point of the table. But if you had bad dice, you were going to lose big. I mean, big. Because the handgunners and stuff, they had no armor. And they're, I forget what it's called. When you got to roll for a rally or and stuff like that, their numbers were pretty low for that stuff. So if you charged into a big-ass group of handgunners that I'd have, odds were they were going to break and run. So you had to kill everybody before they got across the table.
And on that comment from War with Age of Sigma, yeah, I think Games Workshop has actually learned a lot from that stuff up that they did massively with, and I think that's why they're not trying to do that with 40K with all the Primarchs and all that coming out now in the timeline.
So, what are y'all hoping to see for the update while we have 2 minutes left?
For me, I think they got some Space Marine 2 stuff, maybe, like the new patch that's going to be coming up, which should be interesting, especially with the the Horde mode. That's going to be fun, hopefully.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Well, Space Marine 2, I finished the story, and I liked the game. The problem I had with Space Marine 2 is I found it very difficult to control with either keyboard and mouse or Xbox controller. I had a difficult time with it, but I did like it. It's an awesome story and everything.
Well, yeah. See, the problem with that, like from 1 to 2, there's like quite a bit that actually happens in between with the storyline with the Inquisitor. Damn, I can't say the word. With the you know what? Fuck it.
Inquisition?
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, so me Australian dumb at the moment, okay. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit that actually happens between that as well, and there's a reason why that the captain is out again, is because of during that time. So I think it's a couple of books or so that's actually about it, or it's just written up somewhere that you can probably find out. You find out the guy who locked him up. When I think it was a little bit radical or so, and when the rest of the group came along.
Hello. Oh, it's starting.
Okay.
Hey, I love the 40K universe, but I've never played the tabletop.
It's good with mates.
Hello, Warhammer fans. I'm Rahul Kohli, and welcome
I don't know why
to
we're having
Warhammer
a
Skulls
lag
2025 showcase.
right now.
Warhammer Skulls is the annual celebration of Warhammer video games, the first place to see world premieres. And
probably because you're
reveals.
streaming a stream.
That, starting right now, you can enjoy a week-long promotion across a wide range of Warhammer video games on your chosen platform. So let's get things rolling with the announcement of a new game starring the sinister agents of the Inquisition.
Ooh. Sorry.
There you go, Val. Inquisition.
This might be This is Road Trader. Looks like it.
I've got Rogue Trader. And I think it's pretty
Mhm.
cool. I just hadn't sunk hardly any time into it.
Unless this is
The Imperium is torn asunder.
I'll raise it up a little bit. Well, on my end.
In this darkest hour, we are besieged on all fronts. By enemies from within. By enemies from without. By enemies from beyond.
Kind of makes you think of Pathfinder almost.
Still, no matter the cost, we
Well,
must
Outcat did
persevere.
make
Every
those
blade
games, so
must be turned to our defense. Every soul,
So it might be a
every
turn-based,
dark secret.
similar to the figurine game.
For if we fail, all will fall into the damnation of eternal night.
One of the viewers said, "Just let me play
Oh,
as
no.
Chaos." Oh, it's Dark Heresy.
interesting.
My name is Olga Kellner. I'm the lead narrative designer at Outcat Games and head of the team responsible for the storylines of both Rock
I'm
Trader
already
and
having
the upcoming Dark
no's.
Heresy games. We'd like to thank all our players for your amazing support and feedback. They really mean a lot to the team. We've received many requests to make a title exploring Dark Heresy as our next project. And as huge WarHammer fans ourselves, we have long dreamed of bringing this game to life as a CRPG. And here we are. We are excited to
I
deliver
don't
a
remember
darker
if you wrote
and more
for the
personal experience to our fans,
Pathfinder
filled with
series.
grim dark vibes, thrilling investigations, tough narrative choices, and an inside look at one of the most secretive organizations in the WarHammer
Nerd, get your butt
the
in here.
Inquisition. To learn more about our game and follow the latest updates,
I did
visit
have the
our
link,
website and follow our
Justin, so you
socials.
could
We can't wait to
simulcast
welcome
this
you
stream
there.
for
See you
yourself,
soon.
like you asked.
Yeah, okay, so that looks interesting.
Oh no, I wasn't getting no vibes for a couple reasons.
Whoa.
One, she didn't have pink hair, actually looked like a woman, and she didn't have the nose ring.
No, this is definitely Road
no,
Trader.
it's just, it's become a in my defense, I'm just so force of habit on it, and I'm like, if you smell spokesperson, I'm like, oh no, it usually ends up being no.
Looks interesting.
Yeah, so this is definitely the look at the next expansion for Road Trader,
Yeah.
or the new stuff that they're bringing out. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I need to
which
get
I'm
into
definitely
that.
looking for.
The thing that got me about Rogue Trader, I like it. I like the concept, the play, and everything. I like a game. I just haven't spent too much time in it. Is they're going to have voice acting in the game? Don't let it be sporadic, because I don't want to be hearing voice acting. Then all of a sudden, after one line, have to read a paragraph of stuff.
Yeah, so that sort of it as actually in it. If it's not like a main character, most of the time you have to read it, but there are mods that allow you to have AI reading. So
Yep. That's where AI is really useful, is when it's mods.
yeah, so that's pretty much one of the mods I mainly have on there as well. So whenever it's not actually voice acted. The AI will actually pick it up and will actually just read it. Though again, you know, AI doesn't do well with emotions and all that sort of stuff, but it's still pretty good.
So if you're looking at mine and all you see is my little arm there, I have it on purpose so you'll have a better view than my head in the
Okay.
background.
As long as it's not the purple one-eyed yogurt.
Okay, this is WarHammer.
Up. Look who decided to show up.
You know, I've got all those WarHammer games. Those tactical strategy games.
Yeah, I bought
Total War. I've
Yeah,
got
I
them
bought
all,
some
but
too.
I haven't put any time in those either. I've played some, but maybe eventually I'll put some time into them.
Yeah, I've been playing Rogue Trader. Somebody bought it for me like a month ago, and I've been playing. I played it like 3 times so far, but yeah, there's a lot to get through, and that voice acting thing is really annoying. I've got to get that mod so I can fix that, because that is really fucking annoying.
Have to get Valkyria to give us a link or tell us where to find it.
Oh, it's just on Nexus.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
What you could
Nexus
do,
is
Val,
still one of the
is-
main ones. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's the old. It's still the primary, unfortunately.
I was telling when we had DG mods on a while back, I told them if you can get more than just the banned mods on your website, you'll be taken a lot more seriously from people other than just, you know, our side of the spectrum.
Well, I've got several of mine up there, but mine are pretty niche. They're only for if you use a specific mod for Fallout 4. So
yeah, and every little bit helps. Like I'm digging through my files for my old mods. So I can update them and post them on there. But I'm not going to use Lavistro because I don't want to market myself on that way. But
Hey, give me
Val,
1 second.
you
I gotta
could, if
update
you
my
wanted
browser.
to, you could post
Yep, no
that
worries.
mod recommendation in. Okay.
Oh yeah. No,
You
mind.
could post that mod recommendation in the mod archives. That sounds like a very useful mod.
yeah, I love Warhammer 40K. I just really sucked at Space Marine 2. I just had such a hard time with the controls of it.
Understandable.
Golden armor.
I'm sorry, guys. I got a phone calling me, so I'm going to mute.
Nah, you're good. Go ahead. We got it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, here we go. Mess up
Oh,
that
yeah.
damn Tyrannid.
Fuck the Tyranids.
Bloody Carnifex as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's it.
See, I love the Warhammer Dawn of War games too, and I've got them
See, I still
all.
haven't played those ones.
I've got them all physical.
I
all of them.
Nice.
I would say
I
just play
activated
1
the
to 2.
keys on Steam, but I do have all the physical copies because I got them all when before Steam started gaining steam as a platform it is now years ago, and I've got them all physical copy. What is it? Fallout 4 I actually have physical copy of for PC, but my computer doesn't run any of them. I don't have a CD player.
Oh, I know, right? Nobody's got a CD drive anymore.
Yeah.
You got to go get like a third-party one or some nonsense like that. Like plugs in via
Games are
USB
part
drive
of
or some
you,
shit.
Us. They're
Yeah,
a
see,
part
I
of
would
culture,
say
part of what
play
makes
Dawn
us
of War
human.
1 and 2.
Without preservation,
Don't play
all
3.
the emotions,
3
creativity,
is,
stories, and innovations
yeah,
behind them
let's just
risk
say
being
it ruins
lost
so
forever.
much.
We can't let that happen. That's why we've launched the GOG Preservation Program, an initiative dedicated to rescuing and reviving classic games, ensuring they remain accessible, playable,
Good
and
old
DRM-free
gamers.
for generations to
I
come.
love that.
The world of Warhammer holds a special
love those
place in
guys.
the hearts of gamers everywhere. Its rich lore, unforgettable characters, and legendary battles have shaped the way we experience.
They're trying to
strategy
get,
and fantasy.
some of
That's why
Bethesda's
we
games
can't
in there
allow
now.
these iconic games to become unplayable
Nice.
with
This
time.
being,
Today, we're
their
thrilled to
download.
announce that 4 classic Warhammer titles are joining our GOG Preservation Program, ensuring they remain fully playable, DRM-free, and accessible on modern systems for years to come.
I just don't understand why they were such Amazon and were pushing so much to have women Space Marines when women in Warhammer have their own units.
Well, that's
Like
because of Jennifer.
Sisters of
That's because
Battle
of
and
Skulls
stuff like that.
2025. We are giving away
Sisters of
Warhammer
Silence.
40,000
Yeah.
Knights of War, along with a time-limited digital goodie bag, including great
Well,
wallpapers
there's
and
a
more.
massive,
Go to
huge army because,
GOG.com
yeah, Sisters
and
of
make
Battle,
games live
which,
forever.
you know, they got some really good rules on tabletop. I mean, really good rules.
I mean, women were a big part of the lore for a long time anyway, regardless, before all that crap started happening.
Oh, it's the Blood Bowl.
Football.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's Blood Bowl. Hell yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah.
Get better internet, noob.
To
Man,
be fair, they're outside installing Google Fiber.
Good.
man, I already got fiber. Maybe I should have been on
So
streaming. it
Oh,
for
dude,
you.
I have fiber too. I fucking love my fiber. Holy shit, do I love my fiber.
I'm just giving Lavistro shit.
Oh yeah, you have to. He deserves it.
oh, I know. Oh, I have on my Discord, for my soundbite, I have Lavistro ISP, which is literally the dial-up sound.
That's funny. It just goes ding 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 ding. I actually have that on my soundboard. Where's that one? Hold on.
What
Yeah,
a start. And as you can see, there's some really cool stuff in the pipeline.
Flashbacks.
And there's still plenty more to come. This
Right.
next trailer from a studio I've had the honor of working with personally.
I used to play Half-Life 2 to that noise trying to get onto the servers.
That's awesome. Oh, more bolt. What was it? Bolt action?
Bolt gun.
Bolt gun. That's what it was. Bolt gun.
Oh, it's free. It's a free game. There you guys go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's fine. I still need to play that one.
Glory for Ultramar!
That's just insane.
Right.
That's right, Malum Kaido is back. I am truly honored to have been given the opportunity to voice Kaido. It's been a highlight of my career, and I love just how much the community have taken to our very angry boy. And I am so excited for you all to be able to continue his journey. We have plenty more surprises yet to come, including an update on one of last year's biggest announcements. Let's take a look.
Space Marine 2, maybe?
Report.
Maybe.
What have our
Nah.
scouts found?
No.
That looks like some kind of strategy. Maybe.
What?
Tomb structures are active across the planet.
I think I know what it is,
Their
but I just can't think of the
grimoires are
name.
making their legions for war.
Oh, this is the Necron game.
Horrors are decimating the Imperials. But their machine code's resistance is fierce. Their tech priests
Yeah, I'm
are
gonna put the link in our
reinforcing
private
front
chat
lines
if
with
someone
everything
wants
they
to
have. Human and machine alike.
show off their freaking internet.
Oh, I mean, I can do it if you want.
Yeah,
It's a bitter fight to maintain.
yeah, because the lag's getting worse.
And make the Necrons pay for every inch of ground taken.
Not looking pretty.
That ground, though, is now within the Imperial cities. It will be no easy thing.
Were you gonna do it, nerd?
I got it.
All right.
Luck has, need keeps, toil earns. Is the Oath Band ready to deploy? Wherever the wisdom of the Votan decides.
There we go.
There you go.
The ancestors are watching.
Oh yeah, this is Mechanicus. Mechanicus 2. Oh shit, that'll be cool. Now I gotta go play back. Now I gotta go and play Mechanicus 1. Oh, cool! Original Mechanicus free to play. Gosh, I gotta get that from Steam right now.
I'm getting that right now.
I'm getting that right now. I'm adding that to my Steam wish
It was
list
on
right
my. It was
now.
on my wish list too.
Oh, that is great.
Free game? Hell yeah, I'm on Steam right now.
Oh,
It says it's $5.99.
It's not free.
shortcut. Yeah, it said free from the 22nd to the 26th.
To send their bomb into the world.
Oh, so we already missed it,
Oh, shit.
fuckers. No, it's
they-
from 22nd to
Right
when?
now.
The others
The
do
26th.
26th.
does not
Yeah,
seem
20
Ought to be
seconds
free
today.
right
Maybe they just
now.
haven't released it.
the
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
stopped, and we
Vermintide.
are the ones to do it.
I'm gonna
Which is
whistle.
not a bad game. It's fun with friends.
Yeah, it could be very funny. Especially with all your mates and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I like the dwarf.
Yeah, fucking Az played as the dwarf all the time. He loved that fucking thing.
Lord Dragneel, Philip, hello. Piranha Pout, hello.
The Well of Dreams.
Do me a
Another
favor, all my
expansion,
5 viewers,
What's
and share
going
this
on,
out.
guys? Yeah,
If
sure.
you're one of my
Thank
5
you.
viewers and hasn't subscribed, can you really say you like the veterans if you don't subscribe? Because I'm a veteran.
Listen to him.
Yeah, that's why I kind of taken a break. My last 2 streams of Claire Obscure, I'd been averaging about 25 to 30 viewers. And my last 2
Nice.
streams, well, my last 2 streams, between both, I barely got 13
Oh, that sucks.
between both. So I'm like, I'm taking a break for a little while.
Here we go.
Streaming it every day,
Yeah,
4 to
this
8
is
hours a
now
day.
play now. As of
Oh, a
today.
Gargant.
Here's the York one.
Unless you've already got it during the early access. They locked out getting the game yesterday just because it's now going to be pay to play today.
Just remember, red is faster.
You remember a tabletop game, Warhammer Epic?
How about now, Warhammer?
Little bitty tiny pieces.
Yep.
I had an army of those orcs with gargants and all that. I loved them, but they were the most pain in the ass to paint. I never actually got to play it though, but I had an army ready.
Yeah, it's sports and habit of moving away from my mic.
My ex-wife used to
Don't do
complain
that.
because I'd lose them little orcs. And
Oh,
then,
shit.
And they'd be around the house somewhere. I found an orc in the couch.
Hey, yeah, that's
These things happen.
Day 1. I deploy our 1st regiment. Morale is high.
Ooh, Ashtamiltarum. It's the army.
Could always improve.
See, I was
Day 7.
always torn if I was
We
going to
join
get in
forces with the
tabletop
Adeptus
between
Astartes.
Space Marines or
Ashtamiltarum.
Day 12.
yeah.
Together.
The
we
problem
drive
with
back the heretics
Ashtamiltarum
through.
is you end up with a fuck fuck ton of models. Like a fuck ton of models.
The strength of our forces has attracted some unwanted
just because they're all worth so little and you need so many of them to make an actual army. That's the only complaint I've ever heard about that is you just have to end up painting so many miniatures.
Yeah, right now I got my fantasy army is just locked away in storage. Where I live now, nobody plays.
Yeah, oh yeah, that happens. The Emperor
the hobby store Wireless, they
cripple the most
took
powerful orc
gatekeeping to a
faction,
whole new level.
luring their own
Allowing
allies to
players.
turn against them.
So it's just them and they hog
Take
up all
that.
the tables. And
Across
like, that table's
Vigilus,
reserved
our
already.
armies
I
drive
paid
the
for this
enemy back.
table. Like, there's stuff in here. Yes, to hold my models for when I need them. And I'm like, are you fucking
For the
serious?
first time, men whispered of hope, even of victory.
But to be fair, the D&D night is
But
now
I'm certain
lesbian sewing circle.
this was only the beginning.
That looked interesting.
That does look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's free and play for free.
I'm
Can't
Enrich,
complain
part
about
of the
that.
Supremacy Warhammer 40,000 team, and we are really excited to be here at Skulls and present our new game to you Warhammer fans. Our goal is to create a free-to-play grand strategy experience that is really deep and complex for mobile, and it will also be downloadable on our website for PC. It's not about small skirmishes or single battles. It's about seeing your strategy unfolding against other players in the match who are also trying
Free to
gain
play,
control
it's
of
going
the
to be
planet, which is-
monetized big time.
I'm really looking forward to seeing you all.
That's always one of the things you got to worry about.
Space Marines, Astro Militarum, or Chaos Space Marines, or maybe you're like me, excited to pick the orcs and give the other players in the match.
Whatever happens used to be buying it
Come
off
to
the freaking app
playsupremacy.com
store
to tell us
and
which
playing
faction
it.
you want to choose and get updates on Supremacy Warhammer 40,000. See you on Vigilus at launch.
This is why I don't play a lot of mobile games.
Yeah. See,
they're
I like it, but yeah, mobile. No thanks.
Yeah, they're notorious for monetization. Like
It's
even
kinda
some
like-
of the Warhammer 40k ones are pretty bad. Are really bad about that.
It's almost as bad as Januvo
That looks
for
that
PC.
look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Man, if I had the money, I'd have a room dedicated to video game decorations like this, Stellar Blade, all of it. I'd just have shelves of that stuff, but I don't have the money to spend on that.
I'm the same way, dude. I got 6 kids. There's no way. Like I love all that stuff, but like there's no way I could spend money on all that justifiably.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm doing good just to have a model of the Normandy.
Dude, I saw I did a video on it because I
Last
didn't know
December,
I
we
didn't read it
released
yet.
the latest
But
DLC
there was
for
some
Battle
Stellar
Sector,
Blade
the
figurines I wanted, and
Astra
when I
Militarum.
was
The faction
covering
joined the fight with
the
16
video,
new units
each
and
one
brand
is
new
worth
HQ
$3,000.
This match, we
Don't
sent
know
out
if you
a
can
major
see
patch
it.
for Battle Sector.
There's my Normandy
Some really
SR2.
exciting updates. First, came some
Nice.
new arrivals for the
I spent
Astra
$100 for
the
that.
Leman Russ with the Battle Cannon and Kedian Sergeant. Secondly, there was a significant faction refresh for the Sisters of Battle, with new unit balance and brand new abilities.
For this year's schools, we want
Falcon
That would be
King, hello.
This time, it's the
That would
Sisters
be
of Battle
cool.
and Orcs that will reap the benefits. The
And
Adeptus
who
of
could that
Origins
be,
now
I
count on
wonder?
the Dominions, while
I
the
guess that's
Orcs
what I'm
are
logged
getting
into is
much
StreamYards.
respected melee version of the boys.
Building upon the foundations of the planetary supremacy mode and heading towards new war zones, we're adding a new game mode called Crusade. Today at Skulls, we're releasing just the first version of Crusade. In the future, we're planning on improving and expanding it based on your feedback and suggestions. Crusade will challenge you to take.
And
the
yes,
initial
by the
army
way,
and go
everybody,
through
if
ways
you
and force of
enjoy
enemies.
the
We're also adding a
content
new way to
and
level
you
up your
enjoy
army.
these fine
will gain experience and level up
panelists,
based on
might as well
fiercely
clear a
they
winner.
fighting the enemy.
Go give a sub to their channels. And as
There
always,
hasn't
you'll
been
see
new
Dr.
story
Winner in the
content
chat.
for us since our initial release, but that changes today with the arrival of our new story campaign, Deeds of the Fallen. Welcome to Warzone Chalmath. Within this zone, we find Theracleo 4, otherwise known as Ashenfell. Once a world of great fire and industry, with boiling volcanoes harnessed to power imperial manufactorums. But with the Great Rift came a great stilling, and the planet is now just a ball of ash and ice. And now, a great orc war has descended to spread fear and destruction across the planet.
Goddamn orcs.
Into this realm of ash and fury.
It's always the fucking
descends
orcs.
Canoness Cilicia, of the Order of Our Martyred
Stupid
Lady,
fucking
accompanied
mushrooms.
by Sister
The only
Hospitality
mushrooms I
Ventia
don't
and
like.
a mobile strike force of zealous Zephyrin,
Pretty
who's
much.
been dispatched by the Ecclesiarchy to assault the Orc flanks and relieve the pressure around the bastion of Fortress Convent Incentia. This campaign is 12 missions long, and also adds 3 new units for the Sisters of Battle for use in both the Deeds of the Fallen
Gee,
campaign
Sisters of Battle.
and in other game modes, as well
Why
as
do they have to try
There are
and
also
force
portions of the
females
Sisters
into
Magified.
a Space Marine
And
unit?
thirdly,
To intentionally divide and corrupt the fan base.
I'm giving your alt account
there will
a
also be
wrench
something new,
to Nerd
exciting,
whenever you
and a
want to
bit
promote.
chaotic
Oh, okay.
coming towards the end of the
In
year.
case I ever need him for anything. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I haven't played Battle Sector. Maybe I have to check that one out. Are these all? Was that one a mobile too?
No.
The Imperium of
That's
Man has stood
PC.
for 10,000 years.
Oh, okay, cool.
Guarded by the might.
Dude, these things are nice. I want some of
And
these.
mankind numberless.
These disc plates are really nice. I see several of the guys on the 40K sphere whose videos I watch that disc plate sponsors a lot of those guys.
This is your battle. Choose your side with Warhammer metal
I have
posters
a display I
at
bought a
displate.
while back. I can't remember where it is, but it's basically one of the Skyrim collections on the earlier ones.
Oh, look at you. Hiding behind your barricades. Clinging to your
Fantasy, don't care.
praying to a carcass.
Hey, there we go.
I see your fear. I taste it. Pitiful that you cower before such beautiful ruin.
Slanesh.
Heretics.
Space. Oh, Noise Marine.
Yep.
Sound.
Abomination.
There we
You
go.
called us so many names, and yet you
Bad.
wonder
There we go.
why we
Yep.
would choose
He's back.
Hold fast your ways, choked by ignorance.
Emperor's
You will
children.
bleed just the same.
Taste my fear. What does it taste like? I bet.
We are the composers, sculptors of torment, the Emperor's children.
Roundabout. Hello.
And as you draw your last breath, I grant you one last gift. Your death will be exquisite.
One of the most hated guys in Warhammer 40K. Because his powers are so fucking busted of infinite life. I'm not really a card game guy much anymore.
Nah. I'm gonna have to eventually
just got-
cover card games, but I haven't found any card game news yet. So I'm like, okay.
That's because it's all just fucking whatchamacallit bullshit now.
Pretty much.
It's all collectibles. You know what I mean?
Baal and terror.
Yeah. So I try to cover all games, not just video games.
I know.
And no longer slayer.
I would like to cover card games because then it would be balanced and be fair. It's just not worth it. Like,
I do not need a Primarch to win this war. We are more than a brotherhood of the failed and the fallen. Long as we breathe, the traitors shall find no respite. We stand as one, or we fall as many.
Yeah, the
That's
Horus Heresy
right.
is very interesting to read and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, I already put some of the books on Amazon.
Yeah, just know you don't have to read all the Horus Heresy novels if you don't want to. Just know that. Because there's a fuck ton of them. Yeah.
Just going down the recommendation.
Well,
and I'm still
I'd
trying
read
to
like the first.
But
Caiaphas Cain.
no, not just that. I'm reading Hypes King, but I found my last time with my mom's. I found my box of Dragonlance books that I haven't finished reading yet.
Is this
From back in
Amazon
high
stuff? Oh no, or is this is just their showcasing of their website?
Yeah, it's one of their membership. Oh, the Warhammer apps. Oops, Warhammer.
Yeah. All right, War Maniac. You have a good night.
Hey,
You know,
see you, Maniac.
my army looks decent for my painting skills, but man, there are people out there just
We are entering the home
unreal.
stretch now.
with
Yeah,
their
there are.
painting skills.
Oh, yeah.
For last. Brutal
Yeah, it's not
Judgment
even
comes
funny.
to the Morning Star with a class in
Oh,
Dark Tide, a brand new play Space
Shit, I hate it
Marines
when it does that. Stop that. Damn it.
2, and a classic Warhammer 40,000 game returns. Check it out.
Classic. What do we got now? Space Marine. This is what everybody's excited for.
Actually, if they did
Not Space Marine.
Fire Warrior, that would actually be good.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Defiance of the Emperor's law. You cannot hide. You cannot escape. We are judgment. Prepare for sentencing.
Ah, shit.
Coward.
Chaos would expect.
Nah. Is this one chaos? I'm not sure. His mouth
He
is
is,
kind of fucked up.
But I'm wondering if it's
Yeah.
the.
He's going back. Ooh, gnarly.
Ah, look
Oh.
who it is. Yeah.
What the fuck? Ah, Dark Tide of Beaties. Nice.
Which is the same
This was
faction
now.
or group that's coming in Road Trader in their next expansion.
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I've ran across my first actually competent RBDs because I just recently started reading the
Day.
what's the famous Inquisitor that everybody watches? Eisenhorn. I just started reading my first Eisenhorn book. Most of the RBDs in Caiaphas Kane's novels were fucking morons. Not all.
Okay,
but
what
most.
have we got with Russ?
Warhammer Rust. Are we serious?
No, it's the studio. There you go.
Yeah,
Warhammer is
Rust.
coming to Rust.
The fuck
I've
is
never
Rust?
played that. It's
It's a survival game.
survival game. And people can raid your
Oh.
base and steal your shit and all this stuff.
Oh, it's one of those. Ooh, shiny.
It's shiny indeed.
Yeah. Hell no. Yeah, I heard about siege mode coming. That'll be nuts.
Actually, it would be nuts if you get to be a dreadnought.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Imagine that.
Is it Dreadnought those
That
Max
would be
or?
killer.
Yeah, the dreadnought is
One of
a
them.
entombed space marine.
Yeah. Somebody who's basically had all their limbs cut off, or basically they'll never be able to properly return to battle again. So they entomb them inside of basically a living coffin.
What guns?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't mind that.
I didn't even catch that one. Oh, that one.
My faith is my shield.
It was so short I didn't see it.
My faith is my shield. Warhammer Dawn of War. I love that game.
I've played a little bit of the first one, and I think that's it.
I loved it when it came out.
Ah,
I spent
yeah.
hours playing that game. And then
That's
I
awesome.
customized my way my Marines looked and all that stuff.
I might have to check that
I
out
hope
some
it's
more.
a free update because I own every one of them. If it's a free
Nah,
update,
I
I'll
think-
play it again.
I think 3 is the one I don't have.
Yeah, don't get 3. It's a waste.
No. Okay.
Yeah, don't. The storyline, everything was just stupid. It made
Shit,
no
no.
sense, half of it.
That fucking sucks. It happens though.
Yeah, so
I
just
like
get,
it.
like, I guess if you really
Just do-
want to know what happened to, like, for the Blood Ravens, just look it up on the internet.
Yeah, just watch a lore video on what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. No, 1 and 2 is better ones.
All right. Yeah, those are the ones I've got. So
Mm.
I got to put some
But
more
I wanna-
hours into Rogue Trader though, because somebody bought it for me, so I got to play it for a while. That's what happens when my supporters buy me games. Plus, it's a lot of fun. It's just very lore heavy. Took me a while to get a hang of the combat too. I was getting my ass kicked the first few times.
But what I want to know is the definitive edition. Is it made for a modern audience?
Oh,
what if they want to play?
There's not enough of them for anybody to care. They don't even buy models. Fuck 'em. I'll stack my pile of shame against any one of those fucking snowflake tourists.
Nerd, you could sell them that your pile of shit is fucking canon.
All 9
Sure.
games, all 4 campaigns.
Hell
There's
yeah.
a lot of words I'd like
So
to
it's
say about
all
them,
of
but
them.
this is YouTube.
Is that something
Yeah.
I'm
Wish
gonna
list.
if that's something I'm gonna have to buy, or am I gonna get free updates for all the ones I already own?
Yeah, it's probably a.
I
You
probably have to
Well,
get
what
buy it.
I would say,
Yeah, you probably will.
Bo, is because I'm actually wary of this with Gears of War.
I never played Gears of War.
Yeah, well, I'm worried that they're trying to replace if they do the modern audience bullshit, like with Gears of War
Yeah.
4, they will replace the original with the remaster, so you can't get it back. So don't get the remaster. Don't let your remaster overwrite the original.
Yeah, the only problem with that is it's kind of hard to make Dawn of War for a modern audience. You'd have to change so much that the game would never work.
I love Flatskit's version of
That
Gears
looks
of War
fun.
4.
Yeah, it does.
That looks a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad I don't do any VR.
Too bad I can't afford VR equipment. That's the problem with that one. So we got Mrs. Manport. We'll convince her to play it
this year. So he loved it last year.
That's the original.
Again. Returns. Oh
Enhanced
shit! I
for
hate
new
that word.
generation.
I fucking hate that word now.
4K resolution. So they're gonna update space. They're gonna give us a Space Marine 1 definitive edition now. Modernized controllers and interface. I already played that game though. Not buying another version. I'm not.
If it's a free update, I'll take it. But I got
Right?
it.
Yeah. No, yeah. I already own the game on Steam. Because I'm more there for the story anyway. Because you can't play online play with that one, so it's like, unless they're gonna bring the servers back.
But I am finished with you.
It wasn't Mastercraft Edition. It was really good though.
No, the story was good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
good game.
Yeah, it was. It was a great game.
I played it
actually-
while I was still in the
Well, that's
army,
it,
I
folks.
believe.
Thank you very much for joining me. You can learn more about the games featured in this showcase and where to play them by visiting
That was it. Fucking
warhammer-community.com
weak sauce.
/skulls. Don't forget to head over to your gaming platform of choice to take
expecting at
advantage
least
of
an
the
hour.
amazing promotions running this
2
week
hours.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Warhammer video games, which is where
Yeah, they could have probably expanded on
Thank you for
quite a few of
watching.
those
Yeah.
things as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
About
have
it
had
more.
like. Yeah, you could have had some more interviews with people and stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get a little fluff, maybe
warhammercommunity.com
talk about-
/skull. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Put that back up for a second. Check this out. warhammercommunity.com /skulls up to 90% off Warhammer Skulls 22nd to 29th May 2025. So this looks like we're gonna have a really big sale essentially for the rest of the week, which hopefully some of that stuff will be going live now that the thing's over. because that's what we were looking at earlier. One of those games is supposed to be free right now, and it's not yet. It's only $5.99. So hopefully
right now.
Yeah, it might take a little while because I know, like, with the release of Space Marine 2, like I came out here because it was supposed to release at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And so I had my stream set up day one, everything else. So I come out here at 11 to buy it because I didn't want to pre-order it because I didn't want to be one of those guys. And so because it didn't release until like 11:45, because I bought it at 11, I technically pre-ordered it, so I got all the little bonuses anyway.
I think
so that's what I'm thinking. It might take a little while for it to update.
Well, they say up to 90% off, right?
Yeah, depending on the different games they talked about.
Literally on marked 80% off. So I wonder if there was a freaking error in the marketing that is not supposed to be free.
Oh, and like maybe they maybe it wasn't supposed to be free. Maybe it was just supposed to be 80% off or something like that. Maybe that's possible.
Yeah, I'm still gonna wait a day because we got 7 days. We got a whole week.
I tell you, I am nerd. I am one of those guys for Stellar Blade. The moment it went live to pre-order,
Rogue Traders,
I was giving them my money.
Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation like 4 or 5. My PlayStation 4 disc drive took a shit out on me.
And for Steam, I pre-ordered it for PlayStation 2. I've got unopened physical copy. I've never taken out a plastic wrap. I bought the digital deluxe, and then I just bought pre-ordered the complete edition on PC. I'm sucker for that game.
That's awesome. I can't wait to play it on PC. I'm super excited for when it comes out. That one's going to be really dope. And so it's one of them things I'm super stoked about that. But I've been excited for Space Marine 2 for like 2.5 years. Like the first time I saw that trailer, I was like, oh, fuck yes, let's fucking go.
I was pretty excited for it until I couldn't control the shit.
I heard you talking about that earlier. I was finishing getting ready. That fucking sucks. Yeah, I never had any problems. I've got a mock PlayStation controller that's my Logitech that works pretty well. It's a wired one. And then I didn't have any problems with my Xbox until my kids decided to use until my wife let my kids use it for the Xbox in the living room. And because that living room Xbox is literally right on the other side of the wall, I have to go in there, make the Xbox forget it, and then bring it back out here. And I'm like, fuck that, I've already got another controller. Like, it's too much fucking work. But yeah, so
WarHammer shit. I'm just not, I want all this shit and I just don't have the time to play it all.
Yeah.
But I mean, for like 90% off, that's like a steal.
That's fucking, dude, Dawn of War 2 for 90% off. Yeah, that's nuts. I'm just going to go in and add all of this to my Steam wish list. And then tomorrow on $5 Fridays, since the guys like to buy me games sometimes, I'm just going to be like, if you want me the show to keep going, there's a really giant sale on Warhammer 40K games right now. They're all on my Steam wish list. Oh, no, you're aired. You're not old enough to watch that trailer. You're not old enough to watch that trailer, you pup. You can't change. Oh, there you go. Do you have your kitty settings on? Do you have your kid settings on?
No, I'm not even logged in, dude. This is the browser. But yeah, no, like a lot of these things are like 90% off. It's a good steal.
Oh, it is. A lot of those games are. Like, especially if you want to play certain games, like, I don't know, good example, Road Trader, and you look at it, you think it's, good, but you haven't had the money right now, definitely go get it.
This is the time to get any of that stuff, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Some of them are,
Yeah.
Some of them are absolutely nuts. Some of them are really good. And it's one of those things with Warhammer 40 video games. It's like they're kind of hit or miss. So it's always one of them situations. You always want to look at the reviews. You always want to see what everybody's talking about, and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. And if you got mates who actually played them and stuff, ask them as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
your mates should be telling you like the truth. Like, yeah, it's either good, bad, or whatever.
You can get both games for $28. Space Marine Ultimate and Bolt Gun. There you go.
Why can't I find the full? Oh, there. Visit the sales page. There we go. Now, I'm just gonna. Can I just add everything to my wish list? There we go. Add to wish list. Oh, cool! I can easily do that. Oh, good. I do. Oh, good. I do get Speed Freaks. The update. Sweet. That was one thing I'm surprised we didn't hear anything about because it came out of beta this morning. I got the email from Steam that it's officially out of beta.
Yeah, it's officially out of beta and it's no longer free to play. And last night they locked people out of the buying it, so you couldn't even because it was still early access. But the 2 days before, they locked all access to sales of it because they want their money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm guessing they're not going to mention that because some people have a freaking memory of a sieve. So unless you bring it up, they're not going to remember.
No, absolutely.
So it's like that. We're not gonna mention the man behind the curtain.
No, you never mention the man behind the curtain.
I mean, this is one of those times where I'm like, it's like, well, it's kind of justified. You had it free for a while, now you want your money. Like that's understandable. I don't see it as shady per se.
No, I don't think that's the case at all. No,
well, for my viewers, I'm very anti-corporation,
right?
And, like extremely. And so I'll call out corporations where I see fit. But I'm like, this is this one case where I'm like, this isn't corporate scummery. It's just business. It's
Dude,
like, I would do the
Vermintide 2's
same
on
thing.
sale for $2.99. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, they had a what game was it? Battle Sector was like 11 something.
I just like Vermintide 2 is like $2.99. That's fucking crazy. Sorry, I got distracted by looking at this shit.
I'm dead.
Warhammer
Vermintide
combat
2
cards. That
Legacy
one's
Edition
free.
bundle info. You get collectors edition upgrade, Grill Knight, Outcast Engineer, Sinister Thor, Warrior Priest, Necromancer. Oh, I'm sold. Shadows. Well, I love Necromancer mechanics in games.
Oh, nice. I haven't messed with any of
So
those
that's why I'm
guys.
like, I'm sold.
Yeah, the only problem is the character you play. When she talks, she sounds like she's one of these smokers. Like, she's been smoking, like for the whole entire life. She got that
I can
voice.
fix her, Val. I can fix her.
Wait until you see what she looks like, and then tell me that you can fix her.
No, there's a
Right.
mod for that too. I'm pretty sure I can find a mod for just about anything.
There's a mod for fixing her. You're high.
Actually, Vermintide 2 is mod supported as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that might make it a lot. That might make it a lot of fun to play then.
Because
you can
there
play
are
Vermintide
mods where
2.
you can actually have like all of you playing as the dwarf if you really wanted to.
That would be funny.
There's also the
Sigmar.
Vermintide collection. Okay. Dark Tide.
Okay, so I've only got
Dark Tide-
Dawn of War 1. I don't have Dawn of War 2.
Yeah, Dark Tide's actually not too bad. It's just the same version, just the same as Vermintide, pretty much.
Yeah, just
in
in
the
the-
40k version.
Yeah. I think I like Dark Tide a little bit better just because I like the 40k universe better than I like the whole little fantasy universe. But yeah, both of them are still fun. Exactly, Vicarially. Exactly. But yeah, no, I love all this stuff being on sale.
So, nerd, I wasn't able to ask you because you were late, but have you ever attended a Skulls live stream?
No, this was my first one.
It's Valis too.
No, this is
What'd
my
y'all
first
think
one.
of it?
I mean, other than being a little short, I enjoyed it. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I do wish it would have been longer, and give us a little bit more information and stuff like that. But like, other than that, I really enjoyed it. So it's one of those situations where it'll, it's like, it just depends on what's going on and what we've got going on. There's a lot of good stuff going on in the Warhammer 40K. Excuse me. A lot of good stuff going on in the Warhammer 40K, like universe and stuff right now. So as far as the video games are concerned, and so that is kind of the nice part is there's probably a lot of great stuff we're looking at versus sometimes in the past where it's been a lot of really bad garbage. Because that's always been the way it has been with like Warhammer 40K video games. It's always been kind of hit or miss. So fortunately enough, it looks like we're getting a lot of hits right now. We've got a lot of good stuff coming. And I mean, the sales are killer. Just the sale alone is kind of like worth the whole event because like, I mean, there's stuff in here that like, if you've never tried it and you're just kind of curious about dipping your toes into the Warhammer 40K universe, like there's a lot of great stuff on sale right now that will do exactly that for you when it comes to a lot of these video games. And so I think that's if nothing else, that's a great thing on it in and of itself. So, because I mean, there's a shit ton of games on sale for right now, like a shit ton.
Shit,
It's
like
not
I
just
was
the,
just down here, you
it's
get
not
the
just the
entire-
games, the expansions, DLCs as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I was
it's
looking
like-
at through a lot of this too.
But
Mm.
like you get all these DLCs and stuff.
Yeah, okay, because on this, because this is good for this, because Warhammer, like the Total War stuff, has always been jacked up too high. They've never gone down in sales. So right now, if you ever play any of them and you want to get more, right now is definitely the best time. Because when this event's done, goes back up to like 60, 70, 80 dollars again, or however much it was beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
I really
They
need to
never
start
reduced
playing
the
Rogue
price.
Traeger again.
Yeah, I think this is a great. They have some great games coming out. But yeah, I asked Nerd Val, what do you think of the Skull Showcase?
I would have to agree it's too short. It was good, but they could expand it on so much, like the new stuff happening in Space Marine 2, Road Trader, all of that sort of stuff. They could have just, instead of just like showing us little teasers, is pretty much what they were doing. They could have had like sat down with some of the people and say, oh, this is what we're doing, this is what we're planning, and all this sort of stuff as well. And look, and also like look at all this nice shiny stuff that you're going to get as well, because we all love shiny stuff. But again, it was good, but it was way too short.
Now I'm wondering, and y'all can feel free because y'all are huge Warhammer fans and games. Y'all know more about Games Workshop than I do. But do you think maybe Games Workshop can afford an hour slot for that with IGN and them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they could have done an 8-hour event and they would have had Warhammer 40K fans glued to the fucking television the entire time.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, there's definitely no issue with that whatsoever.
Yeah, because you got to remember their miniatures cost a lot. Okay, so their main money is miniatures, books. It was the main. Well, it was actually miniatures first, then books later on. They were coming in here and there, but they could probably get a lot. Plus, you got to work out. Plus you've got the UK Forge World as well. That thing that costs a lot of money.
So basically, long story short, you're saying they're not hurting for cash. They got
no Games Workshop is not hurting for cash by a long shot. Yeah, and their models are their primary money maker.
Yes.
But then when Space Marine 2 went absolutely fucking ballistic, all of a sudden Games Workshop looked back at video games and went, "Oh, you mean we can actually make money on those? Holy shit. Let's greenlight a bunch of other crap." So like I said, because in the past, like their games have had very mixed reviews outside of Space Marine 1, which was 10, 15 years ago at this point. And then Rogue Trader, and then occasionally, like you said, there was a couple of the Dawn of War games, but that's compared to like the 50 Warhammer 40K games that have been put out over the last 20 years. So you've got a handful of them that everybody says is great and that they love them. So Games Workshop has been dipping their toes into the video game industry for a while, but not always to that much success. And then, like I said, Space Marine 2 changed their perspective on things. So
yes,
yeah.
Bud, you got any opinion on this Skulls showcase?
I just same as everybody else, a little too short. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more, especially about Space Marine 2. I did like the game. I might install it again to try and get better at controlling the game, because I love the game. The graphics are great. You felt like it was definitely made for the Warhammer universe. But
mic check.
I would have just. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I would just like to have seen more about that. Maybe a little bit more about Rogue Trader, because I like Rogue Trader too. I only had that one hang up about the dialogue, but Val said there was a mod for that, so I'm going to look into getting that mod.
Yeah, there's a AI one. I can probably link that later on.
Yeah, well, I got some news for Space Marine 2 that I covered a while back, but if you had the game and you want to make it last longer, why don't y'all consider mod support? Space Marine 2 now has mod support. You can go fishing as a Space Marine. Pizza Cat 1337, hello. But yes, there he is. I just saw that you popped out.
Yeah, StreamYards is doing its bullshit where I reset my audio on my fucking camera.
Oh, it happened to me too so many times, and I'm the host of DragonCast. So you can imagine how awkward
Dude,
it is for me.
Dude, it's so fucking. Yeah, I'm so glad I use Rumble Studios primarily now because this is fucking. I only got this thing for 1 month for my birthday stream last Friday, and that was it. And I fucking, it's worse than what it was before, and they're charging more. Fuck StreamYards.
I'm actually taking advantage of the fact Skulls is here so I can learn more about Rumble Studios.
Yeah, I mean,
our special guest that's coming this Saturday, he told me if you use Rumble Studios, you get more views on Rumble. I was like, well, that probably would explain why I'm not getting a lot of viewers on Rumble. Because I'm skyrocketing on Kick. I'm almost at 100 subs on Kick. I'm at 400 subs almost now here on YouTube. But my Rumble didn't kick off until Hypnotic got banned, and then Mikey's been helping me out Toon Room. So I was like, maybe if I try this YouTube studio, maybe because I want my Rumble base to grow. Like as much as I complain about the UI and some issues I have with it, it's basically another YouTube, so it's a good alternative. Absolutely. But yeah, so I want to ask y'all, what game did y'all like that came out, or rather, for all the 11 viewers right now on DragonCast and the people that watched Rudy play and Nerd also on your end, because you're joint casting this, right?
Yeah, I've got it over. I'm using my Rumble Studios and my RTMP plugin.
Hi, Jimbone. How you doing, buddy? I need a sugar daddy again.
Oh no, Jimbone's working right now. He got himself a new job, and he's been absent for a long time. So
yeah, you remember
he's been busy.
He bought his Fallen Order a while back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
But what game, in case people are strapped for cash because it's almost the end of the month, what game do you recommend? And this is for the whole panel to offer their suggestion. What game do y'all recommend a player who hasn't played 40K games to at least try? Like buy that one game that's on sale. What would y'all say to recommend?
So go ahead.
Oh no. Okay, I was just going to say, are we? Is this for to understand the lore or just to play for fun?
Just to get somebody's feet wet.
For lore,
yeah. Okay.
Fun. It's a Steam sale going on. I mean, you got mechanics for $5. You got Gladius for $3. So if someone could afford one game that you would recommend, I mean, you could recommend a freaking WarHammer collection for $100. That's still a fucking deal. But if you could recommend a game to someone in the chat, what would you recommend? That's for all three of y'all.
Yeah, no, you can go first.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you want something that's easily accessible and to get into, to just jump right into, and this isn't recency bias. This is me playing a bunch of different Warhammer 40K games across a variety of spectrums. If you want something that's going to just first time in, don't know nothing about it, you can just jump right in and start playing Space Marine, either 1 or 2. One's cheaper right now. It's way more on sale, but it's just a third-person shooter game. We've all played them before. A lot of people say it feels like Gears of War to a certain degree. You just get to run around as a big, giant monster of a man and kill a bunch of Xenos and purge a bunch of heretics. So you're just literally, it's just kind of like a hack and slash, and you'll still get good lore. You'll still hear kind of like what talks about like all of that kind of stuff and everything out as far as like what Space Marines are about and some stuff like that. But it won't beat you over the head with massive amount of lores. And the only reason I say that is, like I said, I love Rogue Trader. It's very lore heavy. But if you're not into those type of games, which most people really aren't, right? That whole like, kind of strategy tabletop, turn style, kind of like moving them around the board and figuring out where everybody can, because it's very similar to the tabletop game. Rogue Trader is in the way you play the fights and everything else. So I don't think that would be a good game for a newbie, but either one of the Space Marines would be. Space Hulk wouldn't be a bad one either, I would argue, even though the missions get kind of repetitive, but that's also kind of like a norm in Warhammer 40K games like that. Same thing with Dark Tide. Dark Tide wouldn't be another one, especially if you've got friends to play with. Space Hulk and Dark Tide are great games to play if you've got friends to play with, specifically for the Warhammer 40K universe. But yeah, if you're on your own, just want to jump into it and dip your feet in it, yeah, Space Marines, the easiest for a normie to jump into.
Yes. And I just posted the links to those recommendations in the chat for everybody. You add up all the price, you're probably paying maybe close to $45 with tax total. Bo and Val, y'all got recommendations?
Go ahead, Val.
Oh, okay. Look, see, it all depends on your style of gaming. So I would actually agree with pretty much Nerd what he said. Space Marine's probably good for, especially if you want to just jump in there, shoot the living crap out of things, and you will learn little bits here and there as well about the lore, Space Marines and all that sort of stuff. But I would actually sit there and say that, look, if you like strategy games, Dawn of War would be a good one as well, especially if you're heavily into strategy, you want to build armies, run through and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't give you that much lore, but it will show you the factions and how they play roughly and all that sort of stuff. But if you really like more like role-playing styles, I will have to sit there and say Rogue Trader would be my number one for everything. It has the lore. There's a lot of reading and all that sort of stuff, but I've said there is an AI mod that actually will help just read it, so you don't have to read it yourself. You just listen to it instead. But it actually shows you the universe itself. It shows you not just it shows you not just the Space Marines, but how the living of the world would be for a normal person, because it does show you, because sorry to say, there are slaves in that universe as well for humanity. And you will learn that very quickly in Rogue Trader. And yeah, it's probably one of the best ones. And that's all I have to say. I could probably keep going on, but I don't want to.
Yeah. All right, Bo, do you have any recommendations? Have you played anything other than Space Marine 2?
Well, Space Marine 2, I think you should play before you, if you never played one of those, I think you should start with Space Marine 1 and get the feel of the story, the lore, and everything like that. Because Space Marine 2, for me, I've said it a couple times, the controls were very difficult for me. I was able to finish it, but controlling the game with the control, I tried with mouse and keyboard and controller, and I had a difficult time with it. But I'm sure there are people that are better with those kind of things than I am. Val said Dawn of War, and he was right. Dawn of War doesn't go real deep in the lore of the whole universe, but it's a good real-time strategy game. It goes into the lore of the Blood Ravens, Magna Barnum, all that stuff. It does have some lore for it. And you also get used to kind of the Space Marine attitude. You get used to their language, little things they say. You see how dedicated they are to the Emperor and all that stuff, except for Chaos, of course. But I found when those games came out, that was probably I I was into StarCraft for a long time, and when those games came out, to me, it just blew StarCraft away. And the strategy of capturing strategic points to gain your resources and stuff, I thought that was pretty cool. And I haven't played Dawn of War 3. I hadn't done any of Dawn of War 3. I've had them for years and have never loaded them up. But definitely Dawn of War if you like real-time strategy. And Rogue Trader, it plays similar to Baldur's Gate 3 turnstile type combat. So that would be something if you played Baldur's Gate 3 you're used to, or any kind of turnstile based game. So that the mechanics on that aren't too hard to pick up on. Like Val said, there's that AI program I just learned about today to help with the dialogue issues of the game, where you got to read like 5 paragraphs of stuff. You know, that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean.
Sometimes it's not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I'm just gonna say I kind of agree with Nerd, and basically all 3 of them. Where I say, go get Space Marine 1 and 2. I played Space Marine 1. I have yet to play Space Marine 2. I know. But to be fair, I was playing Batman Fukong, and I was obsessed with it at the time because I was not going to let it defeat me. So I'm going to play it eventually. And yes, that's one thing I would choose. I do have, I haven't played it yet, but I do have, where's it at? I just had it. Chaos Bane. I don't see it anymore. But it's down here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. Chaos Bane. Basically $3. It looked interesting. It's like an RPG element, so I like RPGs. It's got mixed reviews, but for $3, it ain't too bad.
Well, on that,
But-
there's a 40k version of that. Sorry, I was cutting you off.
Yeah,
as
no,
well,
go ahead.
called Inquisitor. Sorry, I can't say the goddamn word again.
Inquisitor?
Yeah, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
There's
And Val just said the word of the day. Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Hey,
I couldn't resist.
Hey, it's 2:30 in the morning over here. Okay, so come on.
I know. Here we go. Here's Inquisitor.
Today's letter of the day is I. I stands for Inquisitor. Purge the heretics. Elmo, what's a heretic?
It's also
This is
$3.
that's a not too bad game as well. If you like Diablo style games.
Yeah. So those are things I would recommend. Obviously, they have card games. They have freaking old school like Bolt Gun. Maybe give me. I haven't played Bolt Gun, but give me Doom, old school Doom vibes.
That was kind of the idea.
Yeah, they have Speed Freaks. They have Blood Bowl, which is basically like Warhammer football. Is what I call it. But yeah, that's
what it is.
Great deals, great sales, and if you can throw some money around, I think Val even pointed this out. The Warhammer collection, which is $100, you're not going to see that go on sale ever again. So if you can, go get that. I actually
what does that include?
All the DLC.
What all? For all the Warhammer 40k games.
No, let me show you.
Yeah,
for Total War Warhammer.
Yeah, for Total War Warhammer.
Oh, it's for Total War Warhammer. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I haven't played that one yet.
It's not too bad. I like it. I enjoy it. Like, especially like again, I play everything almost modded anyway.
Right.
But it's a good strategy game, turn based as well. It's like Civilizations, but a little bit more.
Civilizations, Age of Empires, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got the first one. So actually, I got the first and the third one.
Yeah, so like if you have all 3, you only need the third one to play, and that gives you all the armies. If you have everything, again, like I said, this sale is probably the best time to go buy everything, to buy it all, because again,
now if you're broke, don't fucking break yourself. Yeah.
Well, obviously,
if you're broke, don't.
No.
If you're dumb enough to spend your last $20
sure
your last
that in case someone comes by.
No. If If you're dumb enough to spend your last $100 on a Warhammer 40K game, you get what you deserve.
Yeah.
That's fair. Other than that, what game are y'all excited for?
See, if I would see, Lavistro pointed it out, but if I wouldn't have already spent $86 on pre-ordering the
Stellar
Blade, I probably would have gone and got this.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all.
Oh, hey, just an FYI, real quick, Deeple just pointed out too. FYI, Warhammer is also on sale on GOG on Good Old Games, Good Old Gamers as well. So if you don't want to do Steam, it's all on sale over there too.
Yeah, if you want, and that shout out to them for showcasing GOG. You know, that was awesome.
That was really cool.
I'm always surprised when they show the case. I do have an account there. I don't stream my games from there because, well, I just don't. But I probably should. Anyways, I ramble. I wanted to ask y'all what game that was showcased coming out in the future y'all are looking forward to, and keep it brief.
Strictly Warhammer, or can we say something else?
From the skulls. Okay. If you don't have a taste for it, that's okay.
I mean, I didn't see anything that I was super excited for. I mean, some of the stuff looks cool, but there wasn't anything that like jumped out at me that I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait for that." So,
Val.
Okay, well, my opinion would be different because I'm definitely very excited for the expansion for Road Trader, for the new class and the new origins that you get to play.
Yep, that's a good point. I was just thinking more like actual new games, but yeah, all the DLCs and the updates, I am excited for a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah,
I'm really
I didn't want to like call you up. I was like, I'm going to talk about flying. I was like, nerd, you seem very excited for some of those DLCs coming out.
Yeah, the DLCs I am excited for. Like, I love the RBDs and all that stuff coming in, but it's like as far as like an actual new game, there really wasn't much that they showcased other than that. But yeah, all the DLCs, especially for games that I already own and already play that I haven't even got anywhere. Like, I'm nowhere near getting a DLC for Rogue Trader. Like, I'm barely through like I'm not even through the first act yet. So yeah.
What about you, Bo?
Yeah, that's the same thing with me with Rogue Trader. I barely made it to where she actually becomes I made a female character where she
of
actually
course you did. You're one of those guys.
But
hey, have you not seen my picture?
I barely got her. I barely gotten in the game to where she's actually the Rogue Trader and a mission after that. So.
Oh shit! You're barely through the fucking prologue, then. Yeah. That prologue took me 4 hours to get through. It took me 4 hours to get to that fucking prologue.
I just got so when the voice dialogues would disappear and there was these paragraphs to read, I was like, "Guys, this ain't the 1990s JRPGs. Come on now." And so none of the new really like Nerd said. Grabs me like I've got to have that. They all look pretty good though, but the one that's kind of stood out, and I love Dawn of War. I loved it when it came out, and the remaster of Dawn of War. I would say excited for it. Will I get it? Probably, and play it some. Whether I stream it or not, I don't know. But I just want to see because I've pulled it up on my computer now. And boy, you can definitely tell the graphics have not really stood the test of time. The cinematic has, but the actual gameplay graphics are pretty bad. So the remaster of Dawn of War, and if you're new, if you never played Dawn of War, I'd wait for the remaster to come out so play good on updated PCs. And if you like strategy games like that, I think you'd love it.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't have a preference per se. I did see a lot of them were interesting. The only thing I will say is after learning about Gears of War coming out, Reloaded, whatever we're calling it now, and that you're going to give a free update or upgrade, quote unquote, for anyone who has the original Gears of War. My concern is that they would try to rewrite things. I don't know game theory that much, but if I remember correctly from watching your content, nerd, they did try to make the female Space Marines or whatever a thing. So that's
Well,
why I was
they did the Custodes thing.
Custodes, that's what it was.
Yeah, the female Custode thing. But even then, the only thing we've seen of that is one slight mention in some lore that actually I don't think that codex ever actually got released. It was just kind of a leak from what the codex was gonna say. And then in that animated series that's literally only on Games Workshop's own personal live streaming service. So and then we haven't heard any mention of them since. So, but yeah, they definitely, it's one of those things that they were trying that, but so
on that, I don't think they would actually bring the miniatures out. I reckon because I think they did do the whole female Space Marines one time or something like back in the day, and no one bought them at all. Like everyone just looked at it and went, "Hell no," and that was it. They completely removed it. I can't remember if it was the Space Marines or it was something else, but they did bring
something else because I've never heard any mention of that.
Yeah, because they did bring this out and no one bought it, and they were like, "Okay, well, we just spent all this money on this stuff," and they just canned it.
Oh yeah, I don't think they'll ever make a model. I don't think they'll ever make a female custodian model. I really don't.
Well, they've already got female units in the 40K universe.
I didn't mean to go into a whole discussion of that again. I was
sorry.
I was trying to. It's just first my concerns that they might try to rewrite things with the Master Crafted, because that's what I'm worried about with the Gears of War 1. Is trying to rewrite things, and so that would be lost, forever, kind of thing, unless we can get it on GOG. But that's the only thing I'm concerned about with Space Marine Master Crafted. Otherwise, there really isn't much music on there.
There's not much you can do with that sort of stuff with Space Marine Remastered. Like there's, because in the game, if you play it and that, there is a female officer that's already in there as well, but she's human.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like I don't want them to change something. I'm always worried about that stuff. Let's just put it that way. I don't try to think about if they make it good, right? Nerd was saying if they had found a lost vault a while back, and they make that part of the lore now to where it doesn't contradict the regular lore, but they just add that in there as a experimental thing, and which is why they don't have those little things, right? Those little things they add to but doesn't take away from. They did not be fine with it, but they have I don't know much about the Warhammer series to know if they actually do that, so that's why I'm trying to be neutral. But I'm always wary of that because we've been seeing that a lot in the history of video games in the past recent years with remasters.
Yeah, I really don't think there's going to be that sort of situation in either the Space Marine remaster or even Dawn of War. It would be too hard, or if they did it, you'd probably find a lot of fans would not be too happy.
Yeah. All right. Now, Governor, to be right back. He's got to go. So I wish you waited because we were about to wrap things up. So, because I got things to do today. I think we all do. So, Val, I know you're a viewer, but tell everyone where they can find you, what you got going on, and your final thoughts.
Okay, well, you can probably see me with Furious Dan on Saturdays when he's doing his late night gaming, or I might be on one of Lavistro shows whenever, either gaming or on a panel like this. And majority of the time, I'm pretty much just gaming while I'm listening to these fine individuals that's right next to me. And I'm just playing my games and enjoying. And giving Lavistro crap as well.
Yep. Bo, what you got going on today, and where can everybody find you?
Well, today, not a whole lot. Starfield had their update, which broke all my mods. And so I was able to create a female character with a mod that actually looks like a female. There's a from the makers of Sim Settlements 2 for Fallout 4, there's a big DLC mod that I'm going to purchase and check it out. As soon as all my mods are fixed, I'm going to be checking it out on my female character. I'm going to stream her instead of the male one I played, 6 different run-throughs with. So we're going to check out that mod. I am confident purchasing this mod on their store. It's by King Gaff Creations. I'm confident it's going to be good because of they are the creators of Sim Settlements 2 for Fallout 4. I haven't streamed in a little while because, like I said, my viewership tanked the last 2 episodes I did. I mean, really bad. So I just decided, well, I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I'm trying to get some of my Fallout episodes edited. I got enough filmed for like 6 episodes. It's just getting them edited and getting them out the door, basically. So I'm going to try and have 6 weeks worth of episodes for Fridays coming soon with my Fallout 4 show. Fallout 4 Sim Settlements 2. That's about it.
Awesome. And the Common Nerd, I know you got your stream going on right now. So, where can people find you? What you got going on this week? And yeah.
Yeah. You guys can come find me live right now over on YouTube. I'm going to finish off doing my morning prep, which is my daily show, Monday through Friday. So if you guys want to come join me over on YouTube or on Rumble, we're over there live for that right now. So yeah, we'll finish out the day doing the rest of that, going over all of the rest of the pop culture and nerd news of the day. Tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we've got Is It Good? Sunker Maiden and I will be doing Blade 2 tonight, which is a review and watch along. So it's an actual watch party. So make sure you guys come join us for that tonight. That will be a really good time. Tomorrow we've got $5 Fridays for where a $5 donation or more, you can keep Common Nerd in the chair for another 5 minutes. Our record is 2 a.m. and we haven't even got close to that in a very long time. So come check that out. We've got Comic Shop Talk over on 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser's channel tomorrow night, Clobby's Clubhouse. That should be a really good time as well. And then Saturday night, Is It Good? With Doctor Who and Sunker Maiden and Mr. Grant Gregory. We're going through the Peter Capaldi era right now. Having some really good times with that one. And then Sunday, Bible study at 2 p.m. And then probably some more Rogue Trader, Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Sunday afternoon / evening time frame. And then, yeah, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. for the morning prep. So, yeah, I'm always doing something. And come check me out. If you haven't already come subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do. The new one, we're like 1948. So we're like almost to 1950. We're almost back to 2K again. So the old channel got nuked. So if you haven't, please come subscribe to the new channel as well. Appreciate you. This was a lot of fun. Lavistro, sorry I was a little bit late. I thought this was an hour. I thought this was 11:45 Central for some reason. I don't know why I thought it was not Eastern.
Yeah, I should have made sure you were good the night before, but it's been
you're good. No, that's life, man.
Hey, Lavistro, can I mention something real quick?
Yes.
It'll be quick. The new mod coming out by King Gaff Creations is called Watchtower. So if you look it up on YouTube, you can see like a little 30-second snippet of it. It's called, just look it up under Starfield Watchtower, and it looks really cool.
Yep. Awesome. Now, for me, there's no gaming news videos coming out for me today. This is a rare event where we had this down, and I'm working on Hypno's server, fixing some things on the back ends for him, and trying to download Tainted Grail for the Fall of Avalon.
That's a good game.
Yeah, so I might redo the whole thing because we still got to finish Oblivion, but this game came out, and I do want to. I've been wanting to play this game, so. That's another reason why my freaking internet's probably choppy because it's trying to download. So
yeah, you shouldn't do that trying to stream at the same time. It doesn't work
but I'm trying to I literally am having a chaotic week and I got a lot of things moving at the same time. Other than that, I might post some gaming videos out for tomorrow. If not, friendly reminder, we have Mikey Doucette, aka the Goon Room, coming to DragonCast, not at 5 p.m. Central Time, not at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, literally 9 p.m. Eastern Time, or more accurately, 8 p.m. Central. And this is because the content we're going to discuss is not for children. And we're going to be as delicate as possible for YouTube because we're talking about free speech in games, and that includes, sadly, adult games and the difference between them and porn made from a game engine, which is kind of funny because last night I found out there's news where MasterCard and Visa is blocking certain websites from certain games.
Yep.
So we may not always agree about what people make from their game engines, but free speech is free speech. If we ban one thing, where's it gonna stop? So interesting conversation to have. But yeah. And then obviously I'll be probably playing with Mikey and his Dan and his Gooners for Life thing, and going back to the endless cycle. But other than that, the common nerd, I don't want to take too much of your time, but it was grateful to have you here again. Awesome. If we get more 40K news, I'll definitely send you an invite, obviously. Thanks for the collab. Bo, awesome for coming by as well. And Valkyria, great. Thanks for coming. For everyone else, y'all have a good day and happy gaming.
Take it easy.
Enjoy.
Oh, you didn't see that. Take it easy.
Whoa.
You're still here. What? You thought there'd be a post-credit scene or something? This isn't a Disney movie. Show's over. Go get some sleep. Play a video game. Watch another YouTube video. I gotta take care of the Dragon Wing and possibly get some sleep myself. Goodbye all, and thanks for watching. And happy gaming.